Hello, second graders. My name's Monica, and I'm a certified teacher in Tennessee. I'm glad that you joined me today. Today, we're going to do a number talk. Number talks are a way for you to develop number sense by thinking about all of the different ways you can add and subtract numbers mentally. Are you ready to get started? Great. Okay. I'm going to write a problem down here, and I want you to think about the strategy that you might use to solve each of the problems I write down. Try to do this in your head. Okay, here's the first problem. The first problem is 14 minus 10. Have you thought of an answer? Great. Matt, tell us what you think the answer is to 14 minus 10. Matt says that he thinks the answer is 4. Do we agree or disagree with 4? It seems that we all agree that the answer to this problem is 4. Can you describe the strategy that you use to solve this problem? Nikki, tell us how you solved this problem. Okay, Nikki says that she likes having one of the numbers in the problem. She likes that one of the numbers was a friendly number. The number 10 is one that we would consider a friendly number. Tell us more. Okay, Nikki. Nikki said that she just thought about it this way. She said, I was thinking, if I have 14 of something, this is 14, and I was just going to take away 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here she took away 10. Then I'm just left with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Did anybody think of it differently? Okay. Lydia. Lydia says that she was thinking about 14 minus 10 on a number line, counting back. So Lydia says that she started at 14 and she counted back 10. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's minus 10. 14 minus 10 is 4. Very good. Let's do another problem. Here's the next problem. The next problem is 13 minus 9. Think about it in your head. What might the answer be to 13 minus 9? Do you have an answer? Can you describe the strategy that you used? Good. Carlos, what do you think the answer is to 13 minus 9? Carlos says that he thinks the answer to this problem is also 4. Do we agree or disagree with the answer 4? It seems that we all agree that the answer to 13 minus 9 is 4. Who would like to talk to us about how they solved this problem? Okay, Sarah, talk to us about this problem. All right. So Sarah says at first she thought it was kind of strange that the second problem had the same answer as the first problem. But then she was thinking it should be the same because the difference between these two problems is exactly the same. Tell us more about that, Sarah. Okay, so Sarah says when she was remembering Nikki's solution to 14 minus 10, she was thinking, okay, 14 of something minus 10 of something equals 4. So if she had 13 of something and she removed 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then she's also left with 4. How is this the same as this? Torian, I see that you have an idea that you'd like to share. Okay, Torian says that these two problems are essentially the same difference. The difference is that in this problem, we started out with 14 and we subtracted 10. So we started out with 14 and we subtracted 10. And in this second problem, we started out with 1 less than 14. 1 less than 14. And we subtracted 1 less than 10. So we subtracted only 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So by taking 1 away from the 14 and taking 1 away from the number we're subtracting, we have the same problem. Let's see what that might look like. That's very interesting. Let's look back at the number line that we used for 14 minus 10. Here we had 14 and we subtracted 10 and we came to the answer 4. Now in this second problem, 13, we start with 13 and we subtract 9 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we get 4. So by by adding 1 to 13 and adding 1 to 9, we get the same problem as we had before. Why would we want to do something like that? I see. So Nikki was saying, I would want to do this because it gets me to a friendly number. So by adding 1 to both of the numbers, we're keeping the same difference, but we're able to use a friendlier number. That's really interesting. Let's try that again with a different problem. Okay, here's the next problem. The next problem is 14 minus 7. Have you thought of an answer? Maria, what do you think the answer is to 14 minus 7? Okay, Maria says she thinks the answer is 7. Do we agree or disagree with 7? All right, I see that we all agree that the answer to this problem is 7. Maria, tell us, how were you thinking about this problem? Maria says this one was not too difficult because she knows her doubles facts. And she knows that 7 plus 7 is 14. So 14 is decomposed in 2 equal parts of 7 and 7. Great. Now let's use the thinking of keeping a constant difference to solve this next one. The next problem is 15 minus 8. Have you thought of an answer? Okay. Cameron, tell us what you think the answer is to 15 minus 8. Cameron says that he thinks the answer is 7. Do we agree or disagree with 7? Seems that everybody agrees that the answer to 15 minus 8 is 7. Cameron, tell us how you were thinking about this problem. Okay, so Cameron says that he was thinking about keeping the constant difference. So, to make this a friendlier problem, what did you do, Cameron? Cameron says that he decided to subtract 1 from each of the numbers in the problem so that he could have a friendlier problem. So by subtracting 1 from 15, he gets 14. And subtracting 1 from 8, he gets 7. So this is essentially the same problem as before. 14 minus 7 equals 7. And we know that because that's one of our doubles facts. Let's test this, should we? Okay. So the first problem that we looked at was a doubles fact. And it was 14 minus 7. Let's try that. 14 minus 7 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 minus 7 equals 7. Now, the second problem was 15 minus 8. Let's see how that looks. 15 minus 8. 15 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15 minus 8 is also 7. But I recall what Cameron did. Cameron subtracted 1 from 15 and subtracted 1 from the number he was subtracting from 15 and has the same answer as 14 minus 7. That's really interesting. So keeping a constant difference between the numbers that you're subtracting by adjusting each one of the numbers in the problem by the same thing results in the same answer. Let's try another problem. The next problem is 19 minus 14. Now, when you're thinking about this problem, is there a way to adjust each of these numbers quickly and easily to make it a friendlier problem? Okay. What do you think the answer is to 19 minus 14? Susan. Susan says she thinks the answer is 5. Do we agree or disagree with 5? I see a lot of people agreeing that the answer is 5. Susan, tell us about how you solved this problem. Okay, so Susan says she wanted to make a friendlier problem. So by making 19 20, adding 1 to 19 to make it 20, she now has a multiple of 10. So since she added 1 to 19, she can add 1 to the 14 and now has 20 minus 15. And when we count by fives, we know that the difference between 20 and 15 is 5. Let's double check that strategy. "19 minus 14. 19 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Minus 14 equals 5. 19 minus 14 equals 5. Now the second problem we had was 20 minus 15. And how did we get that? We did that by adding 1 to the 19 to get 20 and subtracting 1 of the numbers that we subtracted. Or I'm sorry, not subtracting. Since we added 1 to the 19 to get 20, we needed to also add 1 to the number that we were subtracting. So now we have 20 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 20 minus 15 also equals 5. That's really great, guys. Okay, we have one last problem to do. And this problem is a word problem. Here's the problem. Dominique spent the weekend looking for special rocks to add to her rock collection. On Saturday, she found 21 rocks, and on Sunday, she found 16 rocks. How many more rocks did she find on Saturday than on Sunday? Think about this problem. What information do we have? Okay, we know that on Saturday she found 21 rocks, and that on Sunday she found 16 rocks. So 21 is our larger number, and 16 is our smaller number. And we want to know the difference between these numbers. How many more rocks did she find on this day than on this day? Would you like to share an answer now? Okay. Melinda, what do you think the answer is? Melinda says she thinks the answer is 5. That Dominique found 5 more rocks on Saturday than she did on Sunday. So, you think the answer here is 5. Do we agree or disagree with 5? I see a lot of us are agreeing. Daniel, can you explain to us the strategy that you were using to find the answer 5? Okay, so Daniel says the problem, the equation here is 21 minus 16 equals 5. Okay, tell us more. All right, so to make this a friendlier problem, Daniel subtracted 1 from each of the numbers. So 21 minus 1 is 20, and 16 16 minus 1 is 15. So 20 minus 15, we already know, is 5. Very good. So the answer to this problem then is she found 5 more rocks on Saturday than on Sunday. Very good. Now, of this, of, of these strategies that we've been using to subtract numbers, I want you to think of one of those strategies that makes the most sense to you. If you would like more practice with keeping a constant difference to subtract, then you can find additional practice problems in the teacher and parent packets. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.